Alright, this is the behind the scenes. We're about to go meet one of my favorite creators in the entire world. I don't really have like celebrities that I fan over, but I'm a huge fan of Drew and everything he does. Because he's a regular person that does extraordinary things. He's just super well known now. So I hope you guys are excited. We're about to leave for LA in a few minutes. I'm gonna finish my makeup and then we're getting on the road.
I'm with Chucky's bride today.
So we're getting close to LA. We're almost there, thankfully, because I am tired of driving. But we're officially like an hour and a half out. We got like less than 50 miles to go, so stay tuned. A lot of people often wonder what got me into traveling, and I kind of went over this in my Get to Know Me video. So if you haven't watched that, it's my first video that I released on YouTube a couple weeks ago, so go watch that. But I'll get a little bit more into detail about it. I feel like what really changed my life was studying abroad. When I was 19 years old, I moved to Australia for 1 year, and honestly it was so amazing. And I just feel like being able to live in a different country, and even sometimes in your home country but in a different city, and getting out of the place you live in, it helps you grow your mind and stuff, which is really important. So I just feel like that's why I'm very excited to meet Drew, because he's been to every single country in the world, and not just every country in the world, but he's also covered areas of the world that are very remote and that a lot of people don't have the opportunity to even visit and go to. And I feel like when you venture out of mainstream places and you take time to learn people's stories, culture, and see outside of the world that you live in and your own reality, not only do you expand your perspective, but you just expand your worldview on so many different things. And I feel like it makes you a more well-rounded, patient, understanding, and compassionate person. And I just feel like that's something very unique to people that travel a lot. And I can't imagine someone like him that's traveled to every single country in the world. It's just like, you're such a fascinating person. You have so many stories. You've experienced life. And something that I always tell people is like, what I think the meaning of life is to be able to experience moments. You know, like the whole point of being a human being is to experience. And like the only thing you truly own is like moments in time, conversations, and the experiences that you have in the world. I always tell people, like, you don't own that Gucci bag. You don't actually own all of these material things. What you actually own is the moments that you expose yourself to and the experiences that you have in life. And I feel like that's why traveling is the only thing you buy that actually makes you richer. Not richer in like, you know, the financial sense, but it makes you richer as a person. So meeting someone like Drew, or even like Lexi, or any of the people from Yes Theory, are just fascinating people because they embody what it means to experience life. And that's also why I'm so passionate about traveling. It's also my goal to travel to every single country in the world and, you know, be a Latina, part of the LGBTQ community. To travel everywhere in the world is just something that I want to experience, and I look forward to experiencing. So I think it's going to be very interesting to talk to someone that's actually accomplished that. And I never actually thought that I would meet Drew at this point in my journey. I feel like deep down, I know I'm eventually going to meet all of the people I look up to, like Lexi and Yes Theory. I'm putting that out there, but I'm very excited to finally be able to be in a space with not just like-minded people, but someone like him that embodies what I feel like is the true meaning of life and humanity and the one thing that connects us. So we're almost there. We are officially 42 miles away. So stay tuned. That's kind of like a little food for thought before the meet and greet. And I can't wait to see what it's actually like to be true.
And then I studied abroad in Prague, which is kind of what kicked off all my travel bug, like where I got really hooked on meeting new people, experiencing new cultures, and that was in 2012. Then I taught English in Korea for 2 years. Anyone been to Korea? Wow, good amount of you. I lived in Seoul, well, just in a village outside of Seoul for 2 years, fell in love with Asia, started a travel blog when I was there. It was called thehungrypartier.com, because I was writing about like food and nightlife mostly in Asia. And then that kind of evolved into making videos. In 2017, my girlfriend at the time, Deanna, she's in the back now, she's my wife, she bought me a video camera and said you should start filming post on all social media, but I focus on making YouTube videos because that's kind of where I find the best community, and that's kind of where I can make professional long-form documentaries that are high production value, is what I focus on, posting weekly YouTube videos now. So it took me basically 10 full years of nonstop travel to visit every country. I finished on October 29, 2021. So in Saudi Arabia, that was my last country. COVID hit when I had I wanted to finish before I turned 30. And when I was 29, I had 6 countries left, and then COVID happened. So that delayed me by like a year basically. So I finished when I was 30. I'm 33 now. I just had a birthday.
I just got back from Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. I will not go to Turkmenistan or North Korea.
I'm planning to go to Turkmenistan again in September.
Yeah, I just because of the government and how they treat the people. It was what I have been to China.
How long into your YouTube journey did it take you to assemble a team, and how did you find your team of editors and videographers?
Good question. Are you a creator as well?
Yes.
Nice. The question is about the team. So for the first 4 years, I did everything by myself. Shooting, editing, scripting, thumbnail, uploading, responding to comments. And I posted every day for 2 years while traveling in Sub-Saharan Africa and Middle East. So that was...
How did you manage your burnout
It was very difficult. I burned out a lot. I even made videos about burnout back in those days. If you go back like 2018. I hired my first editor about 3 years ago. And then he helped me significantly. And then from him, I hired his friends basically, because he went to film school, so he knows a bunch of editors. So now my team is like 15 or 16 people, and most of them are editors. But it's a big undertaking to hire one, but like they will save you a lot of time. And yes, it costs money, but I think you're really investing in yourself as a brand. So that's the best investment you can make. I can help you more at a later date. Just send me a message on Instagram. All of you guys can DM me, and I will respond. In South America, it's Venezuela and Colombia. I really like Mexico. I think Mexico is one of the most underrated countries in the world. A lot of Americans are just like, Mexico, but it's so amazing. Mexico's great. In Europe, I like Eastern Europe a lot. So Serbia, Czech Republic, Ukraine, those are some of my favorite countries in Europe. And then in the Pacific, I really like Fiji, Vanuatu. It's really hard to pick one favorite. Really hard to pick favorite.
So we're next in line, or basically next in line to meet Drew. I waited to be the last person because I wanted the most time with it. Actually, not in line, and I'm really nervous. I don't know why. I'm so awkward. I don't even know what to say. Like, do I just go up to him and say hi? I'm like obviously really nervous for no reason, but I think he's really cool. So. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna stop the video. Here we are. But I'm like so nervous that I'm like, why did I wait to do last one? I'm just like I told you, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I'm like, do I just walk up and say hi? Do I say my name? Like, do I ask a question? Do I just hand him my book?
That's awesome. It's for YouTube. I love it. Thank you, thank you. What's up? Hi YouTube. Daniela. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I like your hair. It's really nice.
I'm so awkward.
Why are you awkward? It's not.
I don't know, I'm a really shy
It's only
person.
awkward if you say it's awkward.
I'm just shy, that's why. But I'm a huge fan of your work.
Thank you. What's your favorite country?
I haven't gone to that many yet, but I feel like I really like Asia and the Middle East.
That's what I always say. Literally.
It's like the coolest parts of the world. I just feel like the connection people have with
Right.
each other is really cool.
I agree with that.
So like safety-wise,
There's only a few countries that I think would really. I'm not a woman, so I can't really speak on that, but most of the world is pretty safe, yeah.
but you know Lexi, right?
Yeah, I know.
Do you feel like she shared any experiences that of any countries that would be like difficult to travel?
She's honest about her travel, but
Right.
I know like 5 or 6 females that have been to every country, and I
Okay.
think it can be done.
For the most part,
Yeah.
okay. Because that's like my goal to do by the time I'm 30.
You can do it.
I know, thank you.
I'm sorry I'm a zombie right now. I'm like,
Okay, you're
really
jealous.
yeah.
Alright, so we're leaving the book signing. I talked to his mom and she was super interesting. I asked her about what it was like to have a child that traveled to every country in the world basically, but mostly like dangerous countries. And it was really interesting to hear her feedback. She basically said that with time you just learn to accept it as a parent, but it's still something that stresses her out at times. There are certain places and things that she didn't know until she watched some of his videos. Oh, we have to So we just left the book signing and I don't know why I was literally so awkward. I'm such a shy person, even though I'm not. But when I meet people, I am. So I was really weird, as you guys saw on camera, but basically, it was really interesting talking to his mom. I got to ask her a few questions at the end, which was very interesting. I pretty much asked her what it was like to be a parent of a child that's traveled to really dangerous places in the world and to every country. And it was really interesting to hear what she said. She basically said that it's very stressful as a parent, but with time, you basically learn to accept it. And then on top of that, she said it's the flip side of it, it's a blessing to be able to see the community that he's created and how much the people have reacted to his content, which is something that I feel like is so powerful and beautiful about creating content, and not just any content, but meaningful content, and why I really wanted to get on YouTube myself too, because I feel like there's so many stories and so many unique things out there in the world. So it's really cool to be able to meet someone that's done all those things and also be able to talk to the people close to him, especially his mom, and see how proud she is and how she understands like everything that he's done is so much bigger than we can even imagine, you know? Like I can't even imagine what it's like to have that many people supporting you, because I feel like we're so desensitized to numbers on social media, but we forget that every number is a person and every person has a unique story and comes from all over the world. And I think that was very interesting to see that here today at the book signing, because there was people from like Iran and there was people from China and Long Beach and, you know, different parts of the world. There was even a girl that his mom was telling me flew all the way from Australia to meet him. And I just feel like you realize the impact and the positivity that the internet can have when you share stories about humanity and capture really beautiful moments. So It was really cool to come to this meet and greet and learn and ask questions, even though I was so awkward for no reason. But I'm really excited that we came, and I feel like, you know, if you have a passion and a dream and you want to do something, there's so much power in pursuing it, but also being consistent and being patient, because you never realize, like, all of these things take time to build and they don't happen overnight. But if you're really passionate about something, everything will flow. And I think that was the coolest part of his story, is seeing how he's been doing this for 8 years and he's still learning, you know. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, but I appreciate you guys watching me be awkward and meeting someone I look up to. I'm still super embarrassed that I was so weird. I know he was also really jet lagged, so I appreciated his time and everything. But yeah, if you guys want to see more local vlogs and cool things, stay tuned. We're also heading abroad in a few weeks, and I'm really excited. Me and Ed are taking over Africa, so we hope to see you guys out there. Make sure to comment, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and follow your dreams. See you guys on next week's episode. Here's a video of me being the most awkward person at the book signing.
Let's see.
Look how awkward I am. He's literally like, huh? Like, what's wrong with this bitch?
You look like
Bro, I literally was glitching for no reason. It was just like, I was like, and I'm also so tired. And he was too.
you look
But
like
it was like a me thing.